Hello, everyone, and welcome to the CEW Podcast. We have a bit of a new look. If you couldn't tell, it is a green screen. As evident by the AEW Revolution predictions, I now own a green screen, and I also own a ring light that is right behind the camera, and it's quite bright. So I'm going to try and not look at it for the safety of my retinas. But this is the show where I just ramble about stuff for a little bit, and I think today's episode is going to be quite important because a lot of people have been wanting to get involved in CEW recently, and I've been introducing new ways to do that. So I kind of want to go over my thought process of how exactly I go about selecting certain people for Open Challenge Night, for things like, for now, the creating CAWs thing that I'm doing with the shorts. And yeah, I just kind of want to go over my thought process for that. But first off, let's go in with the updates. February was a wild month for the channel. 24 videos all in, 13 videos and 11 shorts. Yeah, we're not doing that again this month. I have too much going on at the moment. My university stuff is really starting to pick up to the point where we are now officially in shoot week next week. So it's going to be very interesting. I'm not going to really have time to work on content next week, so I'm trying to get as much done this week. So, to anyone who has a hand in that, just letting you know, if I pester you over the next week, I do apologize. It's just I really want to get this stuff up and going. And yeah, I'm really excited for the film for the shoot week. It's gonna be interesting to see what I'm able to do with the footage once I get it. I'd love to be able to tell you more about the journey, but again, a lot of that stuff I kind of have to keep. I don't have to keep it under wraps, but for the sake of like behind the scenes stuff, I kind of want to keep it under wraps just because I don't know what they want to necessarily post for behind the scenes and for social media. So I don't want to say something and then, that be a part of the thing. But yeah, that's really it at the moment. University, we're kind of reaching sort of the end goal of that. So I'm kind of full force, step on the gas, trying to get that done as well. So yeah, a lot going on at the moment, and I'm trying my damnedest to make sure that March is a good month for the channel. I'm hoping to try and get Open Challenge Night 11 and Doomsday done this month, but Doomsday might be early April. Just keep an eye on the community tab, just keep an eye on the social medias for that. So this is a bit of a longer intro, so now we're just going to get into it. We're going to get into the big question and the big talking point, which is, how do I select people for things like Open Challenge Night? And now that I'm doing it, how do I select gimmicks and characters to turn into the cause for the Core Creation series? I always say that it's very difficult for me to say yes or no to a character just by what I'm given in the application form. The application form is more just so I know where to find your character, but I also want to know a little bit more about their character and gimmick and backstory and all of that stuff. It's when I really see the character that I kind of make my final decision. So yes, I am quite a picky person when it comes to that, but that's just how it rolls. I will always check your core before I make a decision. I will read through everything you've given me in terms of backstory and why they want to challenge for the championships that they're going for, and that is often an indicator of whether or not I will then go on to community creations and have a look at your character. Because some gimmicks have been incredible, some haven't been as good, but if I think there's a chance that it might be at least like a really interesting looking character, or if it's a gimmick that really is really cool, then regardless of how that character looks or regardless of how that gimmick is, I'm more likely to go for them. I guess what I'm saying is I like total packages. I like CAWs with really good gimmicks and something that's very simple to tell in one match, because at the end of the day, regardless of however your characters do on Open Challenge Night, I am still trying to showcase them. I am still trying to get them over in the small amount of time that I'm giving them on Open Challenge Night. So the more you can give me about their character and why they're going for the belt, and you give me a story behind that, the more I can do for your character, and the better your character is going to look in an episode of Open Challenge Night. What else is there? Appearance. So I'm not super picky when it comes to appearance, but just know I have very particular tastes, and some things will just throw me completely off. Garish color schemes. So I'm not talking about like going for bright colors. I'm talking about when you put bright colors or colors together that do not work. When you do that, you're kind of setting yourself up for a bit of a problem there. What else? You don't need a face texture or custom logos. I don't really care about that stuff. I know some people do. I know some people love to gatekeep this community and who can be a part of their show because, oh, they don't have a custom logo, or, oh my god, is that the Sami Zayn tights? Like, I don't care about that stuff as long as it looks good in terms of how the whole core looks. Like, I don't care if you have a default face texture. I don't care if you've done any face morphing at all. You could have the best face scan and the best face morph in the game, and I'd probably still say no if I didn't think that your character had a good enough gimmick. It's not about that stuff to me. What it is about is, like I said, that total package, that triangle, the good gimmick, the good story that I can tell, and a solid look. And you make the triangle of a core that I want to add to Open Challenge Night. And another thing, I guess, is, I know a lot of people don't, so, you know, it is what it is, but it very much limits your abilities on actually knowing when your character's around. Just tune in. Like, just tune in, be active, be an active member of the community, and if you just so then happen to drop an application, well, I'm not really going to necessarily say no as much, because I know you, I know you've been around, and you're probably going to be more up to date with CEW, so you'll send the perfect person for a specific championship. And that's also another thing, you know, play to the strengths of the show. Like, if you're going to go for the IC title, bring somebody that at the moment could pose a good challenge to Ryan Shamrock. If you're going for the hardcore title, pick someone that works well with Bradley British. For the tag titles, the Rock and Rave experience, you know, so on and so forth. Don't just pick a character because you want that character on the show. Pick a character that I'm going to look at and go, that works perfectly with Ryan Shamrock. We're going to make that happen. Because if you do that, like I said, you're more likely to get that opportunity. I think that's really it in terms of, you know, kind of talking about how I select characters for that. But as far as the core making series goes, I haven't actually started that yet because I've been incredibly busy. But I have gotten a couple replies and a couple things. So I do just want to go over what is going to be the ideas that very much will be a thing that happens. I said this in the short, and I mean this. Do not give this idea a gender, because I might see a cool idea and then see a gap in the market in either gender, be it the men's division or women's division, in just terms of core in general, and then I decide, okay, I'm gonna do that. And then if you comment on that short, oh, but I said it was a male wrestler, but you made it female, I'm just gonna say, well, yeah, because I don't specify a gender, height, weight, or anything like that. I don't want any of that. I just want a gimmick. I want a blank canvas with one idea that I can then turn into a full piece of art. Do you know what I mean? I don't want you to handhold me through 75% of the process and, you know, all of that. Especially if you give me a name as well. Don't give me names. Don't give me names. Don't give me genders. Don't give me anything like that. Just gimmicks. Just character ideas. Because I understand why. Because, again, I said, hey, some people don't have access to the 2K games. And that's very true. And some people want their dream wrestling gimmick formed by somebody else. So they go in with the name, the gender, and all of that. Peel it back a bit. Give me some more freedom, and I'll cook something up for you, you know? I've gotten a few really, really good replies. Like I said, I just need creativity to hit me. I need inspiration to hit me. And at the moment, it's not there just yet. I've got a lot on my plate. And when the time comes, you'll probably be seeing like 3 shorts in the space of a week. I want to try and maybe get them done so that they come out during shoot weeks, and hopefully I have a few more ideas when I get back from that, but I honestly don't know. We will see on that one. I want to try and at least get one of them done by next week. I'm also going to try and get this out within this week as well, which is doable. I think it's doable. So yeah, I think that's the big talking point of the day. So, CEW news. I announced it on Discord, and I'm going to announce it here to hold myself accountable and to make sure I actually go ahead and do it. The 6th-year anniversary show last year, for the 5-year anniversary show, we ended up doing Fight Forever. And this year, I was originally going to do a special show, but I decided, screw that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do a pay-per-view once again. And the next big pay-per-view on the calendar is Down in Flames. So, ladies and gentlemen, popping up on the screen is the new look of the Down in Flames logo. I'm so happy about this one. I cooked this up in about 20-30 minutes, and I really love the logo. It's something a little bit different, something I don't usually do. And as you can see there, June 16th, as always, that's our anniversary date. I hopefully will get that out at that time. As long as everybody puts in the work, myself included, we can make this work. I have no idea how busy I'm going to be after shoot week, because obviously that's when the editing starts, but we will cross that bridge when we get there. That's why I'm trying to get as much content ready now, so that then there isn't this weird dip if I do end up having to go away for a couple weeks just to really get the editing for the film done. But that's really it in terms of the news, except for the fact that Open Challenge Night 11 is being worked on as I speak, and there are a couple smaller videos being worked on once I get the pieces for that done. So, apart from that, I don't really think there is much else. So that was the CEW podcast. I've been Byron. That's been a green screen. And I will see you all next time.